back on the tail of Gunnar. He's looking to make an overtake already. Down the inside he goes.
Is he gonna go?
He's gonna do it!
Oh, with Hackett now up into P9. Down the inside he goes. Another aggressive move on the other Mercedes driver. Is he gonna make a mistake? Doesn't look like.
Closing. Problem is, he goes.
Oh, that's nice for Broad Adam, moving up to P7.
As he's currently looking to gain about 3 or 4 points. Oh, and is Nelboy going to go for it down the inside of Waza? Seems like he is, and he makes up that position. Beautiful overtake by Nelboy.
12 races, multiple divisions, 20 drivers.
All that sound good? Then why not join us now ahead of the new season? The link to our Discord will be in the description, and we hope to see you on track with us.
Delta T Racing.
Welcome everyone to DTR. We are here in Shanghai, China for round 1 of our new Formula 1 season. Yes, ladies and gents, this is season 14. You're watching Division 2 with me, Grelis33, the man who flipped his car here yesterday. You can have my autograph after the show. I'd like to apologise for a slightly raspy voice today. The winter weather has decided to kick my arse. So I may take a few coughing breaks. Don't worry, the commentary will be continuing. Just waiting for everyone to get in here, and while we do wait for them, I'll get the lineup. So this season, Alpine have Piney Penguin and BA Dubs. Aston Martin, Lekatsis, and I'm going to nickname him Pavlo. Ferrari have taken Pipki and Andre. Haas have taken Bog and Nell. Pick Sauber with Skipper and Composite. McLaren, D. Summers and Kazingle. Mercedes sees brother Adam and Tom Putty. Johnny meets up with his teammate from last season, Ava Connor, in the Racing Bulls. Hummer and Ralphibus take the Red Bull. Tom Beer and NLD Rush in the Williams, and a selection of our finest reserve drivers to fill in for those who can't make it. Right then, I think we're getting into it. Drivers are readying up. Timer ticks down. We're almost ready for qualifying. We had a slightly wet race here last night. The rain sort of coming around mid-20s on the lap counter. For a few drivers, me included. If you went early, if you went late, strategies were a bit crazy. If you have a dry session, you can expect a medium hard or a hard medium if you're feeling excited. Short qualifying in China. Not my favourite track, this one. I managed to do some practice. Me out a little bit. Hopefully the drivers tonight have done plenty of practice. Piney Penguin, I've heard, has only just done some practice before joining the session. So whether we should expect too much from him, I do not know. A few of the racers last night in Div 1 who are also in Division 2. Gorovsky, who finished P8. We had Haven Connor finish P7, and a few others who raced last night for a bit of extra as well. Right then, here we are. Get all of this information up for you. Go with, yeah, we'll go for. Well, they'll all be on soft, so we don't need that. Who's gonna go out first? Who wants to? Looks nice and sunny, as we can see. So no rain for qualifying, as long as the clouds don't come over. Got a McLaren mechanic moving there. First one out. Who's that going to be? Summers or Kazingle? It is Kazingle. We shall ride on board with him on the outlet. We've got another Red Bull behind him. Thomas or Ralphibus. All the drivers making their way out now. Another Ferrari and Aston Martin to join. I believe there are some good cameras around here for watching the racing, so hopefully we'll get those. Pole last night, I believe, was a 1:32.4 in Division 1, so you would expect them to not be going that quick, otherwise they're in the wrong division. But we shall see. I think anything in a 1:32 is going to be up there, even if it is a 1:32.9. Going to ride on board with Kazingo for his first lap, setting the pace. See what everyone else will have to deal with. Surprising amount of ERS around here. You don't get to use too much through Sector 2 with the continuous flowing corners. Humongous straight going into the final hairpin and left-hander. ERS to boot. A lot of ERS to use down here. Personally, I like to leave it in none and use that overtake out the corners, really get that acceleration up and running. Right then, lap 1 of Season 14 Division 2 with Kazingo in the McLaren. A long right-hander. Always tricky to get the line right through here. But a Mercedes up front is moving it out the way nicely. Yep, a slightly wider line for the McLaren. Not hitting any apex on the right and then just tucking it in to the left of turn 2 or 3. Get on the ERS. Short little straight here for a little right-hander. I think that's probably a hairpin. The corner you can take quite a bit of curve on the inside, but you want to make sure you get a good exit for this long left that absolutely punishes those right-hand side tyres. And then another long right, which punishes the left. This track is a tyre wear merchant. Absolutely horrendous percentages on only a few laps from it. Really got to manage those tyres well. And this possibly the worst one of the lot. Traction around here is tricky. Necessary though if you'd like a run. Oh, and he's unvalidated. Just got on that curb slightly too much. We're going to skip over to Ralph Bezos. He's now going to be the next one. Set us a time. For the first one, should I say. Opens the DRS. Not seen the rest of his lap, so we'll hope that this is a good one. DRS is running low, but not too low. Nice braking into the hairpin. Smooth turn in. Very nice. Get on the power. One corner to go. Don't invalidate now. Got some nice amount of that left-hander. Could have taken a bit more speed through there, but it's a good banker lap. A 1:34.6. That's the gauntlet thrown. What can anyone else do? Got Lakatsis, who's just started a lap. Pipke's done a 33.8. P. Summers with a 33.9, just 1 and a bit tenths behind him, setting the pace in our current pole position. We've got a Kick Salvo just come over the line. I believe that this Mercedes, if I can find him, Brother Adam, that's his first lap with a 1:34.7. Barry Bogorovsky throws that 1:33.8 of Pipke. He says, have that, 33.4, 4 tenths of an advantage. Not easy to put a distance like that on the rest of the field. Got a Ferrari coming around the final corner. I believe that should be Andre. So his lap, put him into P5 at 34.3. Pipke and Andre doing well so far. Alpine just starting his lap there. So Red Bull, I believe it will be Hummer, coming across the line to set his lap. Expect this to be a good one. E2, 33.481. Just 6 hundredths after Bogorovsky there. It's a close top few at the moment. We got a McLaren going slow at the end. Not Summers, it's Kazingo. I believe he were boxing. Yes, he's boxing. I don't know why he didn't previously. Guess he just wanted to do a whole lap, see what it would be like. He's run out of fuel then. Got a Kick Salvo of Skipper finishing his lap. Got the final corner nicely and just touches the inside curb and takes a decent amount of the outside from Skipper. Joins his teammate on the back of the time runners so far, 35.594. Got a couple of Mercedes coming around the corner. On it. What? Oh my. Why is it unlisted? I've not done anything. I've just. Okay, it should be there now. Let us know if it isn't. Right. Well, that's out of the way. Okay. There were we. We've got a few new times on the board. LD Rush set at 145.6. We have a Ombier up in P4 at 8.76. Well, Adam was set at 34.7. Right. It quietens out on the track. I believe everyone who is out is either on an in lap or on an out. Another Rush might be sending another lap now. He's got no VRS left, so this could be a quick one. A 135.2 makes sense. It's just a warm-up lap in 45. Aston Martin to come across the line now of the Cat's. Going to be the start of his lap though. We've got is that a Red Bull? Yep, Red Bull of Ralph also starting his lap. A McLaren of Zingle starting his lap too. Plenty of new starters. We're going to have a few come across the line pretty quickly. Hello, Andre. We decided to stream unlisted, so the start of the stream will be there once this has commenced. Well, not commenced, come to an end. But fortunately, you missed a little bit of the start, but we just got in halfway through. So now we can finish watching this, see who poll. As you can see, Bog is now on provisional poll with a 33.4. Hummer setting a very similar time earlier on. Hipke as well set his lap first, I believe, of the rest to get a 33.8. 4/10 off of those guys at the front two at the moment. We've got a few out now. That might be a purple sector here for Ralphibus, I've just seen, unless it's just a personal best for himself. Is that a V-carb, I think, going into the final hairpin? It is NLD, well, it's a Williams, sorry, of NLD Rush. He's set his lap just. That'll be his in lap. We've got the Aston Martin of the passes. He's just started his lap, so this will be the end of it now. Into the hairpin. Decent acceleration out of that, and he got a corner at the end to get a nice run over the finish line. DRS open there. He will set a 1:34.2 up to P7. Good stuff. We've got Ralphibus just come across the line for a 34.0. That's not far off the three in front of it. Hopefully he's got enough time to get out on another set of tyres and set another fast. We've got quite a few coming out here now. It's going to be tricky to keep up. Hello, Mirror. Good race for you yesterday. A lot of battling, I believe you went through. A little bit of damage as well, considering you had that damage. You raced well. Glad to see you in the chat. We've got Pipkey and his teammate Andre on outlaps. There you go, Kicksama getting out of the way there. Homer, E2 at the moment, a likely man for pole. See what he can do on his second flying lap in a moment. He might ride on board with the Ferrari. Why not? Let's get a full lap in with one of these drivers. So coming to the final corner, he wanted quite a nice slice of that inside curb off. Unfortunately, just missed that there. Got a decent amount of the outside curb though, so that can help his run all the way from there with the DRS open, DRS on into turn 1. Stupendously long right-hander, absolutely brutal on those left-hand side tyres. There's about 40,000 different lines you can take with there. Second left-hander here, tricky one to get the power down, but he seems to do a reasonably good job. DRS again, hopefully will be on as he comes into this right hairpin. That's a purple sector 1. Whether that's just for him or for the entire session, we'll find out. Sector 2 now a long left-hander. Keep it tight to that inside curve, but don't touch it because that can flip the rear end out like nobody's business. Straight into a right-hander, the line through there can be very questionable with all tyres. Get the power down again out of that right-hander, or the pair of left-handers, sorry. Into this little mini straight, another purple sector for Andre. And then into a cheeky little left. I quite like that. You take a huge amount of that corner off and it gives you massive amounts of time. Long right-hander where the traction is key. Kick your ass all the way down the straight. ERS on, ERS open. Have a look from the off-board camera. See if he does any locking up or anything into this hairpin. Smooth and clean. Lovely stuff. Just missed the apex, but it's not one that you necessarily have to hit. Final corner now, he's taken much more of that inside curve. Lovely stuff. Power down, across the line. E3, 33.7. Very good. Pipkey right behind him is going to set his second lap. Will he improve? Just pips his teammate. A couple of tenths in that there. The fastest lap now belongs to Hummer GP. What did I say? He's a man that you have to consider for pole. 33.246. A couple of tenths for Bog to improve to get that back now. Here we got Havoc Connor, his first lap of today. We'll see how this goes. I believe he was about 10th yesterday in qualifying. Please don't take that, or please do take that with a pinch of salt. I'm not 100% sure. P2 for now, 33.370. Beautiful stuff. He will be happy with that. Not sure if he's got quite enough time to do it again because of that yellow caution. Go Andre Polish Power, says Miro. I think that is a brilliant. And I like the little devil emoji as well. Andre in P5 for now. Again, if he has enough time to go again, I'm sure he will. Can't wait to see a Ferrari bottle. P4 and 5 is not bad. I think realistically, if Ferrari generally are higher up than that, you can almost always expect a bottle. And yes, Honey Badger is Grelis on the comms. Grelis 33. But, whoa! These someone's disqualified? What was that for? Hold on. Blocking the pit lane? Can't be doing that, Summers. Okay, well, there's our first bit of entertainment for tonight. I say entertainment, silly entertainment. We've got plenty of entertainment with these qualifying laps going on. Who have we got coming across the line? We've got a Haas of what I believe is Nellboy starting his lap. Alpine. Tiny Penguin starting his first lap. No, not just yet. Must have been Raikkonen. Yes, he's starting his next lap. When Aston Martin stopped, Havoc Connor's retired from the session. He thinks that's the best he can do. He's got going again. Might have just had a slight spin maybe on his lap. McLaren of Kazingle starting another lap here. We got Skipper and Composite on laps now. I think this is the end of Skipper. We'll take a look here. Oh, coming into the pits, he must have just set that 34.5 earlier on. And Composites might be doing the same. He's not got much battery, so this could be the lap itself. Anti-McLaren bias. He comes into the pits. But that's going incredibly slowly down. And that was there, so it must be bottom doing his that very, very slowly down the straight. I don't know if he's trying to give a toe, maybe? Couldn't help. No idea. Where is he? Here he is. They're going very, very slowly. The Alpines are about to cross the line. That's Piney Penguin and his teammate on board. And he's set with his 2 laps of practice before this session. Nothing. Maybe he did a second out lap or invalidated. Here we are. Nellboy comes across the line, giving his teammate a little bit of a toe. I think he's invalidated that lap, unfortunately. See what his teammate can do. He's going to follow him the whole way around. Last night made you hate even me. Last night made you hate China even more than before. I hated China to a degree where I didn't know. I didn't think I could hate it any more than I ought to do. And to be honest, it was getting better. I was actually starting to like it. And then I crashed, of course. And that kind of left a sour taste. So, yeah, not a big fan of China. You see Pipki fighting for a podium here tonight. I think Hummer definitely. I mean, he's on pole position for now, unless Barry Bogger do something about that with this toe he's got from Nellboy. So yeah, I would be surprised if we didn't see Hummer on the podium. Bog and Con as well. I mean, they're P2 and 3 now, so you have to say they're the favourites for the podium. But 50 definitely get moves done. Another big toe down the straight here. Hoping that he has not lost any time through the corners with the dirty air. See what time he sets. The reason Summers disqualified is he was blocking the pit lane apparently. Not sure how he managed that. He did. And Bog takes pole by 0.02 of a second from Hummer. Fantastic lap. I mean, if it's only 0.02 of a second, you have to say that Nellboy probably made the difference there, and he shall be giving him a big thank you after that. We've got Hummer's teammate Ralphibus coming down the back straight, DRS open, ERS on. And Aston Martin coming across the line. I think that was Lacatsis. Stays P10. The Mercedes going around. Brother Adam. And, oh, that was close to track limits, that was. But he set a time of 33.7, kick him up to P5. Brilliant stuff from him. And his teammate follows suit. Putty. He's finished. Right then, that's everyone. There's your order for the first round of Season 14, Division 2. Barry Bogorowski takes pole, followed by Hummer, and then Havoc Connor. With anything like last night, I should expect to see a very mixed grid for tyres. Mediums and hards were sort of equal. Following on from those top 3, we've got Pipki, Brother Adam, Andre, Pombeer, Ralphibus, D-Rush, Putty, Lacattis, Raikkonen, Nellboy, Piney Penguin, Kazingo, Skipper, Pavlo, Composite. Nathan didn't set a time. Summers was blocking the pit lane. And poles are 33-2. So Summers has got some work to do. He was commentating last night, so there's no practice session for him. So I believe he has done plenty of, or at least I hope he has. Now he's going to need to use all his might to get himself through the pack. Looks a bit cloudy. I don't like that. Or maybe I do like it. P10 for Andre. I didn't check. But P10's the final point scoring position. If you can go forward, it's just extra. Can you bottle from P10? Dry race, says Benny. Fair enough. Just cloudy. Could hopefully bring down the rate of tyre wear, which is good for some. Connor, I know. So we might see him maybe even make a P2 or P1 because he does like China. Reed Mirror, it is a nice turnout. We've got plenty of reserves as well for Division 2, so hopefully, I'm going to cross my fingers, touch wood, we should have a nice turnout every week. Drivers just finishing their setups, potentially changing some front wing if they really don't like their setup that much. Affecting their tyre strategy and filling up on fuel. Or not. He will have 5 lights on any time. See if we can get some predictions going. What do we think the podium's going to be? Or who's going to be on the podium? Maybe not the order, but who's going to be on the podium? Aha, here we go. 1 red light for the formation lap. Barry Bogorowski leads. Good pole position time for him. With a nice big toe from his teammate. I'm sure he'll be very appreciative of that. Worked real hard to slow down that back straight to make sure he was behind his teammate as well. So hard work paid off. Hummer's a strong racer, so I believe Barry Bogorowski's not going to have it easy tonight, especially with it only being 200 to the second between those two at the front. Yep, he wins. Okay, that's Honey Badger's take. At the moment, he's falling off the back of them. The formation lap. Let's hope that's not a sign of things to come. Ralph on the podium. Okay, from P8, that would be a strong race. Summers top 5. I mean, that is good. From all the way down in P20. He must feel like a right muppet, though. To be disqualified from blocking the pit lane on a qualifying. Maybe he was waiting for the cars to go past into turn 1, but got to be real slow to do that. Yes, Connor did do well yesterday, and I think, like I was mentioned just earlier about the cloudiness, should keep the tyre wear down, which I think is one of Connor's biggest heals. If he can have multiple, that's definitely his biggest one. So that should help him. Finally, Penguin and Kazingle seem to have come together and managed to get themselves onto the grid already. Muppets. But what can you say? There they are. Bogorowski comes around the corner, find them sat there, hold tyres. A decent cap back to Hummer. His Bog sort of playing mind games here. I'm going to be absolutely flying on first lap and leave you in the dust, maybe. I'm going to sit on board with Havoc Connor. Or maybe Pipke, actually, as you believe he's going to win. And we'll watch the start of the race. Let's just make sure we've got all the information we need. Let's actually have a quick look. Mediums for the front 7, and hards much further down, potentially going for it. Offsets. Right then, let's go. Let's have a watch. The final few cars going around now, Nathan and Summers, taking their sweet time. I'm not sure how much that actually warms the tyre, to be honest. Next race is Imola. We'll fight Honey Badger. Okay. I like the fighting talk. But we're not in Imola yet. We're at Shanghai, China. So let's go on board with Pipki in P4. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, and 5. And they're out. That was a long time to wait. Surprised no one dropped to the gun there. We've got a bad start from Hummer. Havant Connor's going to go alongside into turn 1. This could be interesting. Bog's got away nicely. Havant Connor's going to leave a nice gap for Hummer to almost come across into him with the understeer. That is good stuff. We'll take a quick look at what's going on behind those 3. All seems pretty clean. A little bit of grass on the tyres of one of the Aston Martins there, but that looked pretty clean to me. Few movers. We'll get the information on position changes now. D Summers making a fantastic start to this race, up 7 positions. Pombeer 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits. That's massive. We've got Pablo around at the back, unfortunately. Pombeer, he's made it back onto track. He's got no damage, so the penalty will be harsh, but we'll see what he can do with that. We've got some interesting stuff going on here. All single file for now, but that won't change. Well, sorry, that will change very, very soon. The end of this straight coming up. 9 positions for Summers. Is it going to be 10? Coming around the outside of Piney Penguin. He's going to give it a go. He's got to hope he's got the ERS for this straight. Oh, move over. A little bit of grass there for the Baron of D Summers. We've got some moves going up ahead. That's Havant Connor and Hummer going at it. Got a bit of touchy-feely going through the hairpin there. Nose to tail. Okay, this is this is an interesting one. Barry Bugger obviously sets the fastest time, of course, as he's leading. Havant Connor is up to P2. Hummer down a position in P3. The 2 Ferraris have rejoined next to each other. Andre moving up a position, taking Brother Adam and dropping him out of DRS, which is good news for those guys. Alphabus is just keeping him in it for the time being, but sort of ebbing and flowing. See if he can maintain that when we get to the big back straight. D Summers though has to be absolutely ecstatic. Oh, that's a bit of a dive bomb. Hopefully there's no damage there. Yeah, I think he's had a fantastic lap 1, but let's not ruin it. You know, take your time. You're P10. You've gained 10 positions already. You've got another 27 laps, 26 and a bit if you include the bit you've done already of this one. You get the remaining positions. Let's include a bit of patience in that. Going back up to the front guys. See if we've got any takers for DRS overtakes down this back straight. Keeping an eye on the gaps between everyone. I mean, it's so close behind this one. Doesn't look like we're going to get any overtakes. Barry bugger us, he's flying. Considering the DRS advantage Havant Connor has got there. Seem to gain a huge amount. Looking back, we've got some wheel-to-wheel action with Ralphibus and Brother Adam. Who's going to come out on top there? Just get rid of that bit more viewing screen. Oh, tricky. He's pushed him off. I think he'll just get away with that. D-Rush wants a piece, though. Brother Adam, smell you later. DRS has got him. His teammate, Tom Putty's going to send it down the inside. Will he get that move done? Wheel-to-wheel through the first corner. Fantastic racing from the teammates. You don't want to see this too often, just in case there is a bit of garnish and you get some damage. Brilliant stuff there. The McLaren's going to make an advantage. Will take advantage. Almost. Oh, you can send it down the inside again. That's just... it's impatient. It's impatient, Summers. Come on. You've got the pace. You've got the tyre advantage. You've got time. You've got time. He's not going to send it again, is he? He's going to try and force him off the racing line and go do a little bit of a cheeky switchback. Couldn't quite see if he left space there. A bit of banging of the tyres. I mean, someone's going to race occasionally fantastically well, but the patience could do with a bit of work. Back up to the front, we've got a bit of a DRS train going here, and no one seems to want to make a move on the other. So Aberconner's getting close, but he's just going to back out of it. Not quite close enough. Send it down the inside of Barry Bogarowski there. Looking further back. McLaren again of D Summers trying to get past Brother Adam. Sends it a little bit deep. Can he get the traction down with the soft tyre? It doesn't look like he can this time. Nellboy racing again. Glad to see him here. Can he make a move on the kick salvo of Skipper in front? He's thinking about it, he's going for it. Let's send it down the inside. Fantastic move. Brilliant. It wasn't even a question of who was going to come out there. He got the move done and left. I tell you what, that's because... There we go. That should look better, I'd imagine. Oh, we've got a Aston Martin off. The Catsis in the gravel. Not too sure what happened there. The Aston Martin's not having a great day here in China. E. Summers going at it again with the Mercedes drivers. Going for another switchback. Can he leave space? He can. A little bit of banging going there, but that's fine. He's let Tom Putty through. I think he's going to hope for some DRS help getting past. Again, on the track numbers in the top 5, just sitting tight at the moment. East Summers burning a battery. Got a DRS open. He's going to make the move on Tom Putty, who hasn't got any DRS. Under braking, gets it done. The Alpine's almost got straight into the back of Tom Putty there. That was close. A yellow flag, the back, that's for Lecatsis. He's having an absolute nightmare at the moment. Ooh, what's this going on front? Sorry, I missed that. Bog's been overtaken by Aberconner into turn 1. Maybe just withholding some ERS battery just to catch Bog sleeping on the home straight here. What else have we got? Summers has got to catch up to Brother Adam now. He's out of DRS zone. The DRS zone. 1 second. 1.1 is the gap, so he's not got a massive amount to make, but let's hope he's not taking too much out of those tyres. Do stop unless they risk it. Yeah, I think the guys up here, although Andre's just dropped out of the DRS potential. The top 4 and as Picky as well, sorry, Andre as well, they've been managing the tyres for these first 5 laps. I think at one stop could definitely be doable. The slightly cooler conditions with the cloud cover should help the tyre wear a little bit. We've got Aberconner going slightly deep there onto the inside line. Or he might try and get him under traction. Zingle and Nellboy are going at it. Down the main straight on the inside. Nellboy takes the position, or retains the position. Yeah, but going back to what I was saying, the top 5, I reckon, could probably make a one-stop work if they've been looking after those tyres. Especially if you've got the free air. But the rest, maybe they do need to see a 2-stop. Williams driver swapping position down the main straight, I think. Ombeer with that penalty from the start. Straight thing, but you know, safety car can turn these things around. You can serve the penalty, get back out, and race for position once again. Let's see how Summers is doing. He's in that 1 second of Brother Adam, but wow, on that curve, the rear just but with the other curve on the other side, you don't want to be going on that too much. Ruin your tyres and ruin your day. Hummer just 4/10 behind, although he's lost a bit out of the long right-hander there. Again, looks like these guys are just in a DRS trap. We've got Tom Putty on the back of Summers, who is recharging. He's got plenty of battery in the back pocket. Somebody will have the DRS. Going to move to the inside line. Someone's going to squeeze him that a little bit. It's going to be very close coming into this hairpin. Under braking, it looked like someone might have tried to go for the switchback, sorry, but just got pushed wide. Only Penguin fancy going up. Nibbling at the back of that Williams. McLaren, sorry. DRS with the Summers. Sometimes you just can't do anything about someone with the DRS, even if you've got loads of DRS left. That was very wide. I'm putting there. I don't know if that was a correction of a slide, maybe. Thought someone might send it for a second. Ingol's got a bit of foot wing end plate damage there, I think. Nathan's made a position on. Sorry, no, Raikkonen's in the pits actually. He's just gone onto the hard tire. Have a look at that. 0 laps now for him. And that hard tyre compound will come out in P20. Albert Connor still in the lead, 7/10 the gap between him and Bob. Looks to be struggling a little bit more than Boggy does on those rear tyres there. Good to see him move for the lead down into the hairpin. Going to stay on board for this one. Yep, DRS open, DRS on. No fight there from Connor. He knows he's going to get the position. No need to bother slowing each other down with a bit of battling. And the other two island line. Got a yellow in second 2 for an Aston Martin. Look at this again, it's just kind of it. Andre dropped off the pace front pack, did a bit of no man's land now. It's like Ralph does. Got another pair. Zingle is into the pits. And switch his mediums out for what I believe will be a set of hards. And he's picked up 10 seconds speeding the pits. He's gonna change the wing. It's probably the good decision. Get that end plate back. Who is close? We've got the top 4 there. They're close. Putty on the back of his teammate. Someone's behind. A bit scrappy here in the 7 to 10 position. Nelboy starting on a hard tyre. Maybe he's starting to feel the advantage. What a tyre. Ralph catching. Oh. See now, 2.5 the gap at the moment. We'll keep an eye on that. The laps unfold. Got a kick Sauber of Skipper on the back of Pombeer. He'll be in DRS. But he'll have the lead or not. It looks like Pombeer's just pulling away. Definitely not a slow driver Pombeer, so I think that incident at the start is just meaning he's got to work his way through the pack slightly. A bit like D. Summers has, although his pace has dropped. Andre's into the pits. We've got a few pitters. Another in Brother Adam. Early pits, so you've got to assume everyone doing these pit stops is going for a 2-stop, like you said, not about it. The pass of Nelboys on the hard tyre, okay. You'd probably hope they'd go a little bit longer, but if he's doing a 2-stop as well, I suppose that's not horrendously early pit. Still the same order out front. The top 4. Ralph Buzz inherits P5 from the hit of Andre. Tiny Penguin and D Summers still just hanging on to the back of the company now. A little bit slidey, the rear end of that Alpine. Look like he's going to get ERS, or DRS this time. Or D Summers is close. I think he. I don't know if he's got it. Right. Keep an eye on that. He was so close to 1 second, but it literally just went over. And at the line, he got it. That should help him maintain time with the Mercedes. A bit of starting to form with the cars back now. For the round I'm closest to Pavlo in the Aston Martin. Those fresh tyres for Colorado now should see him past shortly. Oh, hey, is he letting him past it? I wasn't too sure about that then. Seems to have let him past. He didn't make it 100% easy though. Andre coming up to a little bit of traffic soon in the X-Hour of Composite and Williams of D-Rush. Easton is doing a decent job here to keep up with Tom Putty. He can keep in that DRS. Might get him into the final hairpin. He's got plenty of battery. Aston Martin rules. Yeah, Aston Martin not having the best race tonight here, I'd imagine. So you might think they ruled, but they're not ruling this racetrack tonight. Still out in front, up 4, line astern. He just showed the nose to Hummer, just to remind him he's there. No threat of overtakes now. Keep an eye on those. Front, still no pitting. Gotta say, they're probably going for the one stop. E. Summers is in. He might be trying the undercut here on Tom Putty, I think. It's not too early. Summers to be pitting. It's going to be a slightly longer hard stint, but that undercut is worth a good second and a half, I think. See where he comes out relative to Tom Putty at the end of this lap. Opening up at front, Hummer just dropped a little bit of time there in second one. Nellboy sets the new fastest lap of the 37.5 on these new medium tyres. Well done, Nell. That is true. Summers, I mean, what was the gap? He's behind Tom Putty, so it's about 7 seconds, 8 seconds behind front 4. Got to be a good few laps before he sort of gets with them. But he can definitely do it if they stay out. Andre ahead of Bog. You know what? He might not be wrong. He's got a bit of traffic he's working through. He's got past. He hasn't got past. He's actually stuck behind Composite and D-Rush. See if he can make a move here. Even Brother Adam's caught up to him now. We've got the top in, all 4. Pipke, Hummer, Havoc and Bog. We'll come back to those when they come out of the pits. Let's just see now. Andre's made it past Composite. This will be interesting. Where will he come out relative to the top 4? I think they're just coming out now. Let's have a look. Yep, here they are. All 4 are going to make it out ahead of him. Okay. On board with Andre, he's got D-Rush still ahead of him. Those 4 are all slotted out. I mean, Hummer's actually made a place, has he, on Connor? Sure if Connor had an issue going into the pits there. That'll be an interesting one, a question for him after the race. NLD Rush is going to be slowing Andre down all the way through. No, he's not. He's just made an overtake. Good stuff. He's got a bit of in-plate damage there, I think. Still waiting for that Ferrari bottle. Well, P7 and 8 at the moment. Net P4 and 5. Skipper, Tom Putty and Ruffers still yet to pit. front. Brother Adam's going to make it past D-Rush. That was a good move, I believe. Oh, D-Rush fighting back even on the old tyres. E. Summers, here he is. With a huge amount of gain. Got held in the pit box with that tyre. That's a decent way back. He's made that move. That's ERS and DRS well used for Summers there. Yeah, can't go. Okay. Skipper is into the pits for a fresh set of hards, I would assume. E-Rush comes in as well. Summers with the new fastest lap of the 37.1. He means business. He's got to go and catch those guys up front. Zingle with the first time penalty for track limits. Oh no! Oh, he's gone. Brother Adam's round. Just a loss of traction on those cold, hard tyres. I mean, they shouldn't be too cold. He's done 4 laps on them. It can take a long time to warm up sometimes. Oh, that is frustrating for Brother Adam. Heavy, heavy damage on that left-hand side of the front wing. Makes it easy for Summers though. Another position gained. Your race is gonna at least bring a damn safety car out. It's not done yet. If someone else brings a safety car out, he can be more than in it again. He will be needing a new front wing though, so I suspect he pits at the end of this lap. Top 4, still all just about in DRS. Hummers may have dropped out from pole, and then Connor may have dropped out from Hummer, but he gets back in again. Summers has got Andre. Andre's pitting. Where's Andre pitting? Okay. Maybe you were right. Maybe they just bottled the strategy. Typical Ferrari strategy. I mean, he's got an end plate damage, but I didn't think that would need a pit stop. Okay. Ferrari bottle starts here. Yep. You're right. It seems. That's frustrating for Andre. I think he probably could have gone on as he was. The other Ferrari though, Pipke's made it back into DRS. Having Connor's dropped out, but then gets back in again. It's just absolutely wild how these guys are staying on the right at the edge of that DRS detection point. I think all 3 of them are going to get it. Not good for D. Summers, who no DRS for him. He will bleed time all the way down this straight. We have Nailboy and Composite followed by Barney Penguin. We'll potentially see a move here from Nailboy on those mediums against Composite. Get a good one. Tom Putty's got 3 seconds. Not good for him. He had DRS but decided not to open it, I think. I haven't gone over the new fastest lap of a 36.9. First man in the 36s. I'm just going to check that. He's definitely got DRS, he's close enough. And he's opened it this time. Okay. May have just closed it or got a bit of break in last time to slow him down. So move into turn 1, it's real close, but it's good racing. Good move from Nailboy there. Fantastic stuff. Let's see if we can get a replay of that to show you very shortly. What else we got going on? We've got a McLaren of Ingle and Nathan. Pretty close together, followed by Skipper. Piney and Composite look to be the next 2 to potentially swap places. Just stay on board with these guys for a little bit. Oh, that was close. patience. Patience for this. And then once you're on the back straight, you can use DRS to get past. That was close again. Front four on the mini-map there, you can see just staying line stern. Or the net front four, should I say. Probably going to see an overtake here. DRS open. Piney pulls to the inside line. Overspeed gets the overtake done. Under braking, he is ahead. Good stuff from Piney Painter there. Oh, who's that in the pit? Ralphaber's in the pit. He's onto some fresh mediums. Can he do any work with those? Unputty remains out for now. Let's just go back and take a look at that overtake. From Nell down the inside, it's turn one. That was good stuff. Close stuff as well. Fantastic there. Anyway, back on board with the latter board. Got a few more pitters. Nathan comes in for his first. There's Pavlo and Composite. Tom Putty and Ralph both need a SC or BSC. I think, yes, Ralph has got a lot of time to gain, even with the fresh tyres. You've got to expect that, what's that, 13 seconds is going to be tricky to do. Especially when these guys are just sharing that DRS. Although, Hummer's not got it. So, could we see Barry Bogarovsky pull away here? He's probably going to get DRS from Tom Putty down the home straight. See if Tom Putty peels into the pits. You should hope he does. Yep, 15 laps on those hard tyres. 16 it will be by the time he's taking them off. He's got DRS. Hummer hasn't. But Connor's going to send him around the outside like it's nobody's business. The overspeed absolutely flying past it. Can he maintain the gap to the bot? We'll see. Pipkey's dropped out. See where Tom Putty comes out. That extra lap has not done a great deal for him. Alphabet is going to be a long way ahead. Yellow sector 1. What that was about. A few drivers here in close proximity. Let's take a look. No one making any moves into turn 1 this time. Ooh, very wide here from D Rush. He's going to try to switch back on the Ferrari. Why, Andre got some places to make. He's definitely got the pace for it. Question is, can these guys go to the end on hards? I would think so. Even if the wear gets really bad, I think they will get to it. We won't see any punctures unless there's some real hard racing. And they just overstretch the capabilities. Connor didn't see if he had a DRS on that straight. He gained a huge amount of time, so he might have dropped it. Oh, he's trying to just absolutely bolt now. 1.1 to Connor. He's not going to get DRS down here. Just double check. No, he won't. Although it looks like Bug didn't have a great exit there at the final corner. No DRS for Hubber either. Allow Pipkey to reel him in a little bit. 5.5 Summers now behind. He's not gaining time, unfortunately. Might have to settle for 5th unless Alpha Buzz can do anything about it. Tiny Penguin and Nelboy still going quite nicely together. They are going to pit again though, you would think. As Piney can drag those halves a long way. Nell definitely not. We've got a yellow flag at the final sector. Bit of VSC. What's happened? We've got a Williams with no front wing, and he's spun again. Don't crash. Oh, ho, ho. Is he alright? All wheels are still attached. He is okay. Nathan's going to use this as an opportunity to pit again. Particularly sure why. It's only a virtual safety car. He's only just done 1 lap on those mediums. Unless he's got wing damage. right on board whilst everyone's at BSC speed. No overtaking going on. Yeah, although there's a bit of a kerfuffle going on here. All okay. Yeah, back to Nathan. Didn't seem like a different wing. What he's got on is still very dirty. Likes to drive off track, that man. DRS enabled. We are back to racing. Seems to have closed up the front four. Harry Connor was tempted with the move under traction there, but he pulled it off quite in the end. You've got DRS. You might want to open it. I heard the little beep. Excuse me. Hellboy is into the pits. Shame he didn't make a hit under that BSC. It saved him a good chunk of time. That. We've got Skipper and Andre. Andre, who likely just made a move on Skipper down the main straight, trying to recover his race after taking an extra pit stop for a move from him. We've got a few more pitters now in the McLaren, Mercedes, and Williams of D-Rush, Zingle, and Brother Adam. Going pretty well at the moment. Other than Pombay crashing. But he will come in and get a new front wing and some new tyres and boots. Let's take a look at these front four once again. DRS should be on each and every one of these cars. And have a Honor P1 way down into this hairpin. Bog's going to go for a move around the inside, tucks it in right before the braking zone. That could have been dangerous for Connor if he didn't brake early enough. Thankfully, I don't believe there was any contact. And he getting back there into turn one. It looks like he's going to go for it. On the inside, ERS and DRS going to make him E1 once again. Good move. Eventually just keeping that ERS tucked in the back pocket in that main straight so that he can get E1 there. Fantastic. Who's that there? We've got Williams. With Pombay who's just come out of the pit. We'll be letting these guys pass. Thank you very much, sir. Ooh, there's a little bit of late braking going on. He's almost tried to find a move around Hummer, this left-hander, but he's out of it, probably wisely. He's Summers 5.8 now, 3/10 further back than he was behind Patrick earlier. Patrick was 5.3, must keep an eye on that gap for Summers. He can make any gains. Tom Putty with his unfortunate 10-second penalty, I believe it is. No, 3-second penalty. He must have served his 10 earlier, unless that was someone else. Brother Adam overtakes Lekatsis, who's in the pits. He needs a new front wing, actually. Had an incident somewhere around the track. He will go on to a nice fresh set of medium tyres. Wodorowski once again taking that position into the hairpin. Pon's going to try and get him into turn one, but just leaves it be. Didn't quite have the pace to do that. Tiny Penguin's been overtaken by Tom Pettit down the back straight. If he can get a bit of a go from that Mercedes driver on the track. Fresh mediums, well, fresher than his hard, isn't he? Again, line stern. We changed here. Tiny Penguin the closest. Melboy sets a new fastest lap of almost 36 dead. That is a fast lap. Might be in 11, but I don't think he's going to be there too much longer. Nice big tyre offset for Melboy compared to Skipper here. Could see a move into this right hand hairpin. He's going to dive the inside. Oh, he's thinking about it. He thought about it. Probably should have done it, in my opinion. Brother Adam blows his time out of the water, though. 35.5. He's going to go around the outside instead, unless Skipper's going through. Skipper was being courteous there. He knew he was going to be able to hold position too much longer. Avalo on composite. Just keeping him in check. Or maintaining position once again through the hairpin. Ooh, maybe a slight corner cut there for Picky, but no warning as of yet. DRS open. No DRS for Connor there. 1.1 second from him and Bog. To be fair, we were in the rain yesterday, Honeywell. So I think it just started raining about this point. So you can expect them to be going a little bit quicker, especially with the sun out now. Nathan picks up a 3-second penalty for track limits, and Brother Adam does almost instantaneously afterward. Harry Bogorowski might have just done it. Might have just broken DRS to these guys. It's only taken him 22 laps to do it. He might have just done it. 1.3 now, it's only increasing. He's got DRS to hand. And Connor not so much. Unless Hummer can make a nice fast move and get back into DRS range of Bog, this could be it for Bog. He might make a breakaway. DRS open for Hummer. Gaining, but just not enough. Just not enough. And the braking, he slides back in onto the line behind Harry Connor, who is now 1.8 seconds behind Bog at ERS disadvantage. Not helping down the straight. Bog shall charge for the whole rest of the lap now. Humber, 3-second penalty. Didn't make too much of a difference to him. He's sat behind the leaders, 1 lap behind. Some gaps opened up here now. Andre and Nelboy are closest. There's composite. I think that Nelboy might be pressing Andre for a position here. Medium time. For an instant. Might have been a bit of battling I missed there. Seemed much closer than they were before. Hummer and Connor, I mean. He has gained a little bit on Bog through Sector 2, but likely through Bog just building up that battery. Nelboy again on Andre. Will he send it down the inside this time? He's just thinking about it. He's just got to go for it now. Come on now. Oh, that was close. Why didn't you just touch the front left there? Maybe a little bit frustrating. Sit behind here. Oh, we're going to Aston Martin round again. Pavlo. Oh dear. I think Connor's cooked his tyres. Well, Connor does like cooking his tyres. And that sun is out now, so that's only going to make it worse. Oh, just missed Nelboy going past Andre. Will he have DRS as well? Or will Andre fight it? Oh, he's ducking and weaving. Get him out of that. Oh, he's got DRS. He's going to send it back. Yeah, easy move down the inside. Nelboy's going to be so frustrated. I mean, I really hope he's enjoyed this racing, because I know he hasn't enjoyed it as of late. But it can be frustrating at the same time. DRS again. Doesn't look too keen to make a move into turn 1. He's got to build up that battery. Connor just sticking with it. Not in DRS again, but brought the time down significantly from about 1.6 I think it was last lap to 1.1. He's only going to just miss DRS. So is Pipke by the looks of it, unless he can have a nice corners here to bring him back. Oh, it's close if he does get it or not. keep an eye on his rear wing, as well as Connor's. Yeah, no DRS for him. Nathan, another 3 seconds. Ralph the Birds, another 3 seconds. That's not going to help him in his pursuit of E. Summers, which he was actually gaining. Look, he's only 2 seconds off the back of him now. Be a slight relaxed Summers now. He's seen that 3-second penalty picked up for Ralph. But he's in the pits. He's in the pits. Only 3 laps left, mate. Do you think he was going to have a puncture? I suppose he's not going to lose a huge amount of positions. He's going to lose that Tiny Penguin and Tom Putty. As well as obviously Ralph Buzz, who was catching the rate of knots. That's an interesting call there. That's a Ferrari call, if you ask me. Although McLaren have been making some questionable decisions as of late. You think tyres cooked? Can they be that cooked that you can't do the last 4 laps? And I mean, the soft tyres surely die so quick. You would think that the leaders are facing dead, but they're all on the same tyre, on the same lap. Yeah, all 13 laps. I suppose it is just a whoever doesn't get a puncture wins, I suppose. Those were close to puncture, wow. Maybe he should look after his tyres better. He was in clean air. He's no real reason to have bad tyre wear. I know he pitted earlier, but okay. Haven't Connor again just dropping that time. Barry Bogorovsky in a little bit back. Excuse me. Oh, Hummer's going to go down the inside of Connor here. Or he's going to have a go at it at least. And then maybe go for a switchback again. Those tyres maybe are just cool. Hummer with a little bit of a slide there. Got a yellow, and I think it's Pomby around in the wall again. Get moving quick before a safety car. Although it is too late, I think, for one now. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Quick, look away. Away, look away. That's unfortunate. We almost got through an entire race with 20 drivers not doing anything. Yes, caught on 4K. And for Connor again, manages to get back within that DRS. He might have even got it this time. Did he get it? He did! DRS detection on Havoc Connor. Hummer got it as well, but he must have had a bad exit coming onto the main straight. Pipke almost catching him as they get into the hairpin. Just 3 laps. Half of us. That's a straight line, you know. You don't have to turn. Should be pretty easy not to spin. We've managed it anyway. I don't know how. From wing damage from Ralph Buzz, that is absolutely race ruining. He's carrying on anyway. Fair play to the man. That is going to be horrible for these last 2 laps. Tom Putty says, thank you very much. Overtake made just before turn 1. Oh, I don't even know what to say. He's in a Red Bull as well. I mean, I know I crashed yesterday and did DNF, but that was a very slow DNF. I don't know if he was intending to do that. I know the physics in this game are questionable at times. You hit a wall really hard and the tyre stays on and then you just bump it. Oh, he's off. Right, back again to the front. Haven't Connor, I think, got DRS. Dog's battery full. Looks it. Take a quick look on the telemetry. Yeah, it probably was at least 80% at the start. Honors wasn't too bad either. He's got DRS. Hummer maybe struggling a little bit more. Pipke is well invested. Maybe we're seeing to move into turn 1 here. Keep an eye. An Alpine in the pits. Should be Raikkonen, I believe. Yeah. Here we go. It's just too far back, and it's just too hard. Too hard to get enough traction out of there with these tyres to make an overtake. Having a little look further back, D Summers has overtaken Ralphibus. Unsurprisingly, with that damage, Piney Penguin should follow suit here into turn 1. Around the outside with the DRS and DRS on. That's another easy move. D Summers gaining on Putty. Just have a quick look at the penalty. It is 3 seconds. He should overtake him for P5 where he was earlier, so maybe that pit stop paying off quite nicely. Got to get into that before the end of the lap though. Hey, don't say it just yet, Honey Badger. You never know. I've seen weirder things happen. Right then, for the last time, the top 4 come down the back straight. ERS will be open. ERS will be on. It doesn't look like any of them are going to be able to do anything about it, unless Pipke can late brake into the hairpin. He keeps it out of a danger zone. Tries the switchback, can't quite get the power down. Maybe Linus Third across the line. Barry Bogorovsky is your winner for today in Shanghai, China. Havoc Connor comes across second. Fantastic race from those two. Hummer P3, Pipke P4. Let's have a look. Eastham as well within that 3-second penalty of Tom Putty. We'll keep the position change up here because it's going to be an incredible 15 positions gain. D Summers this race after he got disqualified in qualifying, blocking the pit lane entrance. Piney Penguin must have had a slight issue at the end because I believe he was actually going to gain on Putty and maybe get that 3 seconds with him. Cowboy moves up to P8 after Ralphibus takes his penalty. That's a good race from him. Hopefully he's enjoyed that. Andre makes it back into the points after his extra stop. Ralphibus picks up the final points despite his wing damage, which he caught from the straight. Don't know how he's managed that. The 2 Kick Sauber boys, good race from them, up 5 and 6 positions respectively. Just missed out on points, gutting, but a strong performance. Pablo, I think this is his debut race, takes P13, up 4 from qualifying. Brother Adam down 9, not a great race from him. It's scrappy with his teammate early on, and Summers maybe overstepping the line at times. Steve Rush 15, 6 down. Kazingle P16, 1 down. Lakatsis, Nathan and Raikkonen finish your drivers for today. And the 1 DNF. He was so close having a full grid finish, but that was a fantastic. Some brilliant moves all round. 1. Second to last. Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Benny. That was your season opener. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. We'll be back next week, Wednesday. Imola, a sprint race with your man D Summers. I will be there, hopefully not DNFing this time. So, oh yeah, that's it. Unfortunately, and have a break, do some practice for Imola, and we'll see you next week.